Hi, and welcome back to The Secret Life of Parkinson's. I'm Jessica Krauser, and I'm with Brian Baker.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well.
We're all by ourselves today.
That's it.
Just us.
Just the two of us.
God, what are we going to talk about?
I'm sure you have something creative.
I do. Creative. Very articulate today.
Yes.
So I do. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the kit that we created.
The amazing, mysterious kit.
Yeah, so a couple episodes ago, I actually should remember which episode number that was, but we'll plug it in later. So we showed the early version of a kit, and that's when I called it a wish kit, and you said that was dumb.
I never said that.
Well, you said
Other
it wasn't
people.
a very good idea.
Yeah, maybe I did.
Which is fine. And so we actually... we talked to people at the gym and put some ideas and thoughts together. So we came up with the idea of the first step set. So that's what it looks like. And what this is a kit for anybody who has Parkinson's.
What's all inside? Let's
Well,
look.
let's take a look.
I'm so excited.
So the
to
first
see.
thing is, look what it says. I wish I knew. So that starts us off. And if you can see, let's see if I angle it right so Steve can get it. So it has in here a letter from me.
From the JK.
From the JK. But it's a letter just your favorite comment. Welcome to a community you didn't ask to be a part of.
Right.
Right? Parkinson's. But anyways, it goes into why we put the kit together, which is, for the 5K for JK, which is our nonprofit, we want to raise awareness and education so that so people don't feel isolated and they know to exercise. So help me read some of these. So let me find yours. So we have in here, describe what we have in here.
We have a toothbrush, a electric toothbrush. It says, I wish I started using electric toothbrush sooner to help with my rigidity. Brian. Yay,
That's
me.
you. And then this one is, I wish I knew to take my meds at the same time every day with a full glass of water. That's from me. And then, actually before that, I forgot to show this. So in the earlier version when we were sharing this idea, I put Karen as one of the brainchilds behind why it looks the way it is, and I love it. So they're just big cards so that you can visibly see, and it's not in like the blue and white printed materials that we always get from the doctor. But it just goes on to explain, just very high level, like you are not alone. So there are thousands of people living with Parkinson's of all ages and stages. Find a community today. Right now we have a QR code that actually takes you to a website that I found, like all the Parkinson's gyms in Ohio.
Yeah.
And like at the YMCA and stuff. It's only if they listed something as Parkinson's, so there could be more. And it's only in Ohio right now because I had to start small. So eventually I'd love this, to go elsewhere, and then we can include gyms all across the US that are Parkinson's. Parkinson's doesn't progress overnight because we all think
It's going to get as bad as it gets.
it's going to get bad like every single day, and it doesn't. Learn from the experts, not Google. Learn from us.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding.
What kind of experts?
So I have on here like Michael J. Fox, movementdisorder.org, Parkinson's Foundation, APDA Parkinson's, us, The Secret Life of Parkinson's. And there's plenty of others.
Another QR code. Is that
Say that again more clearly.
another QR code I see?
Yes. So it says learn more at 5K for JK because then we have that information listed.
Great.
Document and discuss your symptoms and changes. And then you can take action to slow the progression. How do you take action to slow the progression, Brian?
Oh, where's Melissa? I'm sure we have to exercise.
Okay, what else?
Eat healthy.
Yeah.
That's I don't do that very well.
Socialize.
Oh, so that was my next thing.
Yeah, sure. So that's in there. That's the first thing you should see.
It's a nifty little guide.
Then what?
Then we have, I wish I kept a journal of my symptom changes and effects of my medication. Karen.
And then...
So all these have nice little notes from real people.
Yeah, they're people from the gym. You know them. So this one's from Gene. He's 75. I wish I knew the medications to avoid in the hospital just because I have Parkinson's. So if you heard our episode number 63 with Dr. Patel, he talked about medications that we have to avoid in the hospital because we have Parkinson's disease, not because there's a drug-to-drug interaction, but because there's a disease-to-drug interaction.
Dopamine. What do you say? Dopamine.
It's like they're dopamine blockers.
Yeah. Yes.
Which is opposite of what we want to have.
Correct.
And then that one. And again, this is Ohio specific.
Yes, this is the gym. My wish was for those who have Parkinson's to find a community and who have given it all, will give you all hope. Roz. We know Roz.
We know Roz. And then this one's from Rick. I wish I knew about this book sooner so I could easily explain and talk to my family about PD. From Richard. So this is the book that I've talked about, but there's going to be a new book added. So this is all the contents that it is today.
Yeah.
And we've handed this out to 100 people so far.
Yeah.
We've got great reviews.
Yeah, they like the toothbrush idea.
Yeah, everybody loves it. I mean, because again, it's actually, I would have to say everybody loves the personalization of it.
Yeah.
They like that it's actually coming from somebody and the reason why they liked this item. So I'm sure that there's going to be more that we can add in. What?
I'd like a new car. Does that count?
A car?
Yeah,
you want a Tesla?
Yeah.
Should I add that to the
box? Yeah.
Maybe. No, but I mean, even in the future, if we can get like a coupon in there from Kizik's or from Skechers of like those slide-in shoes, or I don't know if anybody has any ideas, that would be great. And
like the one idea that I had that we're gonna, I think some of putting in there is a list of just of other things that we found that
useful
tips and tricks or whatever that we want to. I think that'd be nice to have in there just to say, hey, here's some other ideas that obviously we can't fill the box with everything you need. But
the other thing I forgot that's going to be in there, well, it was in there, but they're made fresh every day, so we have to be careful of packaging them, early. But C. Kruger's cookies. Mm-hmm. Oh, you love those. C. Kruger, Cheryl Kruger, she's in Columbus, and she was diagnosed, and she shared her story actually on the news a couple of weeks ago, and she's she's working with the Michael J. Fox Foundation, and she has I believe there's like a couple sets of cookies that you can go on her website. So it's just C. Kruger. I actually don't know the website name, but we can list that. But it's C. Kruger cookies, and the proceeds will go to the Michael J. Fox Foundation. So we put one of her cookies in here as well. Yum. And then she had a saying from her personally, a message on her cookie.
Nice.
So the other thing that I want to have is a brand new book by Blake Bookstaff. It's called You Have Young Onset Parkinson's. But I talked to him about the title, and he's totally open to potentially changing it because you have to read the book. I didn't give it to you yet. So there's your homework.
Oh, more homework?
Yes.
You gave me homework this week.
I know. But that's your homework for today or for this weekend. It's an easy read. It's for anybody who has Parkinson's. Actually, I'll read you a note. Roz gave me a note today about the book. I know.
Can you read her handwriting?
I can read it. Excellent book. While I was fortunate enough to not have young onset Parkinson's, I was diagnosed at 55. Again, this is Roz. I feel this book should be read by anyone who has Parkinson's. I love the chapter on accepting my disease. Attitude is huge. We must not let Parkinson's define us, but rather we define the disease. Find joy in each day. From Roz.
How inspirational.
Right. Do you have any emotion at all? Like use some fluctuation in your voice.
That was very nice of her.
No, it was very nice of her. And I talked to Blake, great guy. We're gonna connect with him because I told him I'd love to add this book as well to the kit. I just don't want people to be put off if they're like, oh, I don't have young onset, that they don't read it. Similar to how this one says it's a kid's guide. These are both very, very good books this one makes you feel not alone at all because it basically describes almost everybody's story the same, like in a similar way. This one is an easy read, but it helps you explain the disease to others and gives you examples of what to say. So what do you think?
It's amazing. You guys have done a wonderful job. A wonderful job, Jessica.
Good enunciation. Thank you.
I'm so impressed with the work you guys have done, honestly.
Well, thank you. Well, you helped. We hand put these kits together, 100 of them. We thought it was going to take a lot longer than it did, so that was fun.
No, it's nice little starter kits, nice little ideas and suggestions for people. So.
And we are going to have an option. We're still figuring out. Like, I don't have a warehouse. We're not like a distributor by any means. And we can only put these together if we have the funds that people donate to the nonprofit, the 5K for JK. So if you're interested, you can go to 5kforjk.org. And there is a link on there to donate, and it goes to building the kits. And then we're also going to have on there, I think I have it on there now, but I need to update it, and a way that you can put an order in. And I say order because you have to give like, a name and an address, and we'll ship one to you, but you don't pay for it.
Nice. These aren't cheap either. I know they are.
No, they are not cheap. Yeah. Right. I mean, originally we had like, if people can donate $100, it would, fulfill the full kit. It's probably actually a little bit less than that, but that's because we have to buy everything right now.
Right.
We have, like, no one's donating the electric toothbrushes, or donating, the water bottles or anything like that. So this is all funded through donations of family, friends, people in the community. Yeah. So all really good things there.
Nice. Good job.
Thanks.
Deserve a pat on the back.
Oh.
There you go.
It was through a lot of great work with Prism Marketing Agency. That's what Michelle is.
Yes, Michelle. She's a go-getter.
And so she's the founder of the 5K for JK. She's the reason that we started the walk, and then we turned it into the nonprofit. So definitely big kudos to her there and her team, but even to our own team. Like, they had a lot of say in it, and you helped, and we had others, help and put it together, and that was fun.
It was fun. It was so much fun to spend the afternoon with you guys.
Wasn't it? It was great.
Like, what else could I want to do?
On a Friday afternoon. Was it Friday or Thursday? I don't know. But it was fun. But yeah, so any other ideas besides like your tips and tricks, or?
No, like I said, I think you guys have done a great job on that. It's very nice to be, I guess it's one thing you get that when you're first get diagnosed. To make you feel you're not so alone.
Do you ever see, and I wonder, because like now that the people at the gym or people that I know, we distributed these, I'm like, oh, like I want them to get something else later on, like a second kit. But I'm wondering now, it's like if there's a DBS kit, like if you are preparing for DBS, I don't know, is there something that you wish you had beforehand or after, or?
No, Steve and Roz prepared me pretty well.
Yeah. But like when you're at home, like there's nothing that you needed?
Not really. Nothing I can think of. Like, I did things like I got slip-on shoes so that way I didn't have to bend over, because I just didn't know how, with having my head operated on, how that'd go. But
yeah.
No, like I said, the DBS part for me was easy. Not like this kit.
Yeah. You don't want like fuzzy socks and a robe.
No, it's all right. Nope.
Okay. Well, like I said, we'll be sharing more, but if anybody wants to check it out, it's 5kforjk.org. We have, information out there about it. And like I said, we're trying to get these outside of Ohio, but we need to just go slow because we're building them ourselves, and we can only put together what we can afford.
You don't have a warehouse yet?
No. It's just Michelle's office and my basement.
Car.
And the car. But there was something else I was going to say about it. Oh, I did I tell you we did talk to like Ohio Health about distributing it and things like that. So like if anybody thinks, hey, can you get this through to hospitals? We did look into that. But
could be too much space.
No, well, I mean that it probably would be, but it's like there's so much red tape, with trying to go through hospital distribution, and And to be honest, I don't know if this is, I think one of the girls that started new, she's like, I don't know if I would have wanted to get this on the day I was diagnosed, because she was like, I was a mess anyways. So I was thinking of like, what if we can even, like how those little pamphlets or these little slips that Melissa gives. Mm-hmm. And I know that the doctors hand this out, and I'm sure that happens in other communities too, that like different gyms probably give flyers out. If we give something like that out that has a QR code and it's like, scan this and have your free kit delivered. And then that way it just goes straight to them.
It could happen.
Anything can happen. It's a digital world out there.
Great. No, you guys have done wonderful.
Thanks. All right. Well, that's really all I had that I wanted to share for this.
No 30 seconds?
Last 30 seconds, go check out this book. Honest to God. I literally, I'm not big on reading. I read this in 2 days. It probably could have been shorter than that. Such an easy read. I loved it.
That's nice big print.
It is. I know. He did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Just as much, I love it just as much as the Kid's Guide, the Shaky Hands book. But if you have any comments or have any ideas, please feel free to suggest them in the comment section.
We do read them.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. If you notice, we reply or at least like. It's not all of them need a reply, but we try and reply to all of them. But yeah, let us know. And that's all we have for today. So tune in next time. Thanks for watching.